Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the GFC Superlite rooftop tent. All right guys, real quick before we start the video, just like always, a couple of announcements. So if you would like to support my channel or me in any way, the best way to do that is through my merch. You can find that at longcreekoverland.com, as well as several other cool guys and companies that are involved with Long Creek. So give a follow, check out Long Creek Overland, and find my merch on there. It'd be awesome. I got lots of cool designs I've made for you guys. Also, I've been working with a couple new companies lately. So I'm working with Trail Built Off-Road. I have some new wheels and tires on order, some 35s and some 16-inch wheels. Like, I'm so freaking pumped to show this to you guys, but it's back ordered just like freaking everything in the world right now. So be on the lookout for that. I'm also working with a company called Throttle Grenade. They have a really cool throttle controller. If you guys haven't, heard of throttle controllers before, maybe you have, a lot of them out there are kind of just for the highway. So basically this puts some pep back into these trucks. It kind of helps with the response time and stuff like that. So what's cool about Throttle Grenade is they actually have off-road modes. A lot of these other ones don't have them at all. So there's actually a crawl mode, which is what I use the most. So basically when you're going over rocks and stuff, it's just, it's better on the drivetrain. It's not as snappy and stuff. So anyway, yeah, those two companies, working with Blue Eddy, got some cool deals. So all kinds of awesome stuff. I know we're in the holiday season. There's lots of good sales going on. If you guys would check the link in the description of the video, I have a crap ton of links that'll save you guys some money if you want to buy something for Christmas. All right, enough blabbering. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys kind of close up what this tent looks like closed up. Sorry guys, one more thing, I promise, and I'll shut up and we'll get to the video. I didn't mention this before, but if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I work for BACKWOODS Adventure Mods. I'm the marketing manager there. And our bumpers, so the bumpers on my truck, and we make them for 5th gen 4Runners. I'm currently in the process, and then we make them for vans too. If you're looking for a rear swing out, a front bumper, we're doing a full skid plate package soon, which I actually have the prototype on the truck. You can save 10% using my code, it's ARC Off-Road. I'll put it on the screen. So if you want to save 10% on bumpers, please go check out BackwoodsAdventureMods.com. We have insanely fast lead times. I guarantee you it'll blow anybody out of the water. So not trying to toot my own horn, but yeah, we got it going on over there. So go check out that, go check out my code. And if you want some stuff, check out Backwoods Adventure Mods. Now, I promise, we'll check out this sick tent. All right, guys, so here's a quick little zoomed out view of the Superlite on the truck. Now, I know I have the Alu Cab awning up there, but I'll get to the other side and just show you kind of how it fits the truck before we move into all the details. Again, the Backwoods Adventure Mods bumper, 80-pound bumper. Also, here's the skid plates we're working on. So here's kind of a better idea of how the Superlite fits on the truck. You can see I have a little bit of overhang right there, but it's not bad. I mean, I wanted my boxes and stuff up there, but this tent is an absolute game changer. So I've had a front runner tent. I've had a Backwoods kind of prototype, like a pop-up style tent, and they both had their pros and cons, but this to me is so much better. It's half the weight of those, and it's just awesome. It's super slim. It hugs the truck really nice. Here's kind of the back. So I absolutely love this tent. All right, let's get closer and we'll check out the details. All right, so I brought my little ladder here from home to actually get up here and show you. What I haven't seen a lot of people do is actually run solar on their Superlite. I thought this was a good chance to make this video to actually share with you guys how I did it. So this is held on strictly by Velcro. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be busting in the comments, how's that holding, blah, blah, blah. If you guys have seen my DIY camping kind of gear efficiency video, I'm a huge fan of Velcro. I'll link that video up here. This is on here with Velcro. It's the super heavy duty outdoor kind of stuff that's made for this material. So what I did is I just ran it. It's about 1 inch wide too. I ran it around the entire perimeter, and then I have 3 little strips in the middle. This thing has not moved one time ever. I don't even know if I can take it off. It's like, yeah, it's very tough, but I could. This is a Sunflare 185 watt panel, something like that. 186 maybe. It's extremely thin. It fits within the buckles and everything on the Superlite. So I've just kind of ran my cabling through here, zip tied it there, and it kind of goes under and under the camper shell. So that's how that works. Yeah, this is a hardshell tent. You guys probably already know this. It's got like a honeycomb top that makes it kind of rigid, and it's a clamshell. I think it's 80 pounds. So it's an 80-pound tent. It is extremely lightweight for a rooftop tent. If you know anything about rooftop tents, these things can easily be 150 pounds. It's got this honeycomb in there that gives it some rigidity. And what's good about a hard shell is the setup time. So this is a clamshell tent. So it opens like this, and I'll show you in a minute. The other thing is you can see how slim this is. I mean, I don't have very big hands, but like that's really it. It's, I don't know, 6 inches or so. Moving on to some of the features. Got this little strap system on the sides. And what the strap system does, you can obviously adjust it. But you can actually put all your bedding in here, and the tent will actually expand. So what's really cool is they give you these really nice billet pieces to attach your tent. So there's a bunch of different holes in there. So no matter if you have like a round roof rack or crossbars, a wide one like this front runner, it really doesn't matter. They fit really nice. So with mine in particular, just in case you guys are wondering, because you probably are, I had to put some wood blocks here and get some longer bolts because the front runner racks have a little lip on them. And this is kind of ghetto. This is like, I'm not proud of this. Don't judge me. I don't do mods on my truck like that all the time. But the way I had to situate everything to fit the boxes, that's just how it happened. I have like a blanket in there. That's it. I have an electric blanket that I plug in to my little portable battery when it's really cold, but that's all I have in there. So that's how thin it is. What's cool about these straps is you can adjust them, and you can put all your bedding in there, and you know, then your tent can kind of expand or compress based off of the bedding you have in there. So that's pretty rad. I always roll with it really slim, just because that's how I like it, and it's really not that hard to throw a sleeping bag or whatever up there. Next thing I think I'll show you guys is a real-time setup of this tent. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just going to do this kind of my normal speed. I will say I have an Alu Cab Shadow awning over here, and this makes it just a little bit more tough for me for my setup time, because I got to kind of work in that crack a little bit. But you know, it's very quick deploying tent. It's all mechanical, and there's no like gas struts. It's just pretty bare bones, and I actually really like that. You guys know when we build our trucks and make them super heavy, I mean, it's hard to make it light. So that's one of the best things I like about this tent is how light it is. I'm gonna put the phone on a tripod and kind of show you guys how quick it is to open this thing. All right, time to set this thing up. So first I'm gonna go around and do the straps. I know you guys can't see me right now, but I'm gonna undo the straps. Really easy. And quick story, I guess. Well, let's do this. You don't have to do this, obviously, but quick story. So I got this used and went to an expo rendezvous in the Ozarks, and we had literally tornadoes and freaking monsoons, all kinds of craziness. Like our whole booth was flooded, just gnarly stuff. Never a drop in the tent. So that really impressed me, and it was incredible. So hopefully you guys can kind of see from here. So we just did all the straps. There's Velcro every so often or whatever. What you do with these little loops is you pull them up, and it kind of exposes the zipper there. So go around and do this. And then I keep my zippers back here, and I'll just run the zipper along the whole perimeter. All the way to there. Also, this is the launch edition, by the way, so it's the one that has the logo upside down on one side. pretty funny. So like I mentioned, this side's gonna be a little slower because my awning, I think. Oh, it's not bad. Anyway, more about the Expo story. Yeah, not a drop in the tent, and like the wind was absolutely insane. It like broke our tent, like our Expo tent. It was horrible, but this tent did super well. So anyway, now that we got this down, actually what you can do if you have a truck bed, you can stand on your tailgate, makes it easier. And literally all you do is press it up just like that. And there's these Trek poles. And guys, I'll zoom in on all this stuff later, but this is just the install process. So there's these little Trek poles, super manual. I kind of just work one side in there, hold it up, and then you can go over here and extend it. It's kind of what I like about this tent is it's like nothing can really break or go wrong because it's all like a manual thing. Whoops. So got that in there. I'll get the other one. There we go. So the reason I wanted to make this one continuous shot is, like I told you guys a story, I was like kind of BSing around, being slow, and the tent's already set up. Like it's stupid fast. So that's basically it, man. That's the tent. Kind of zip this side. So yeah, now I'm gonna grab the camera and I'll show you guys a closer look of all the features of this thing, and then we'll actually pack it back up and you'll see how quick that is too. So let's do it. All right guys, so here it is deployed, and again I'll get in there and show you guys all the details. But first thing I do, if it wasn't done already, is I'll pull these corners down because it'll rain and just kind of deflects the rain a little bit. Yeah, like I said, the launch edition, you can see the logo's upside down. Pretty hilarious, pretty epic at the same time. Let's go up inside and I'll show you. So something else to note is you can actually get a ladder. You guys have, I'm sure, seen all the rooftop tent ladders. Honestly, I've had 3 tents before. They're all the same ladder. Like nothing has changed. So you can do the ladder if you want. If not, you can just stand on your tailgate and get in. I use this guy to put right there. Definitely not like that, but I'll just kind of step in, and it's actually really simple to get up in there. When the awning is deployed, for me personally, so that awning's a 270, I bring my ladder and I just put it right here. So it's kind of out of the way of everything, and yeah. But if I don't have my awning up, I just step on this guy. All right, so we got the stool kind of fixed, and we're kind of stepping in here a little bit now. What's cool about this tent is it is a 4-season tent. I slept, I think it was like 30 something degrees one night, and it was fine. If you can see the netting, it's entirely on the sides and the back. Like this thing can be full breeze, which is pretty sweet. There's some things I don't like. I don't know, I don't like the ventilation system, and I'll show you these little side kicks. It's okay, it's not bad. Here's the back door. So you can kind of let this hang. All right, I was gonna start going inside and showing you that, but this part I think is kind of whack, to be honest. So I wish the door would like roll up at the top, you know, like a nice easy entry and exit. However, they want you to store it on the side, like you roll it this way and store it that way. I think that's kind of funky. It's kind of just weird and awkward to do over there, but it's not bad. See, you can see down here like it's meant to go over there. But anyway, not knocking it too hard. So here's the inside. You have these nice little compartments, which I put my lantern and keys and crap up there. There's the look at the Trek poles. Show you guys. So a little lever that you can adjust. Nice rubber feet on the bottom of these things. You can kind of secure it right here for if it's super gnar on you. But yeah, these things have never fallen or anything crazy. Like I said, through all those storms consecutively, like 3 nights in a row, nothing at all. So that's pretty rad. Here is the mattress. The mattress I was such a skeptic on. like an air mattress in general, but this is an air foam mattress, and it's more comfortable than any tent I've been in, like that I've owned before. This thing is absolutely incredible. I keep it kind of with some air in it all the time, and it does awesome. This is the only thing, like I said, I keep in it, which is my electric blanket. I bring my battery up here and kind of warm the tent. Something to note with the clamshell, your feet do kind of hit. I'm 5'10". I mean, it's definitely not something to complain about, but you know, your feet will find that in the middle of the night. So let me get up here real quick. Got the fisheye angle on, so yeah, plenty of room, really nice. You got these little guys that you can kind of roll up the outside flap and just have the bug screen, so it's pretty sweet. Let me try to like flip around so you can get an idea of how big it is. I'm sitting, I don't know, maybe a foot from the end here. I'm 5'10", and I don't know, I got quite a bit of room. Pretty nice. I definitely think this is a 2-person max tent. My wife and I slept up here. Me and a buddy slept up here, and it's just about right. The room inside's nice. You can hear that. That's the hard honeycomb stuff. Yeah, there's no water in here at all. It's super airtight. So if you go under here, some more of that hard surface. So this is what GFC has designed to vent the tent. What the Sidekick system is, it's this little Velcro piece. It's kind of hard right here. Basically, there's some Velcro on the end of that flap. Hopefully you can kind of see that. And that's basically what you do. It's a little kickstand. If it's super cold, I kind of try to tighten this guy up, because you don't want any condensation, but you want some ventilation. So I don't know, there's ways you can kind of tweak this little guy, but that's what they do for ventilation. Like I said, don't love it, but I don't hate it at the same time. You got some more loops if you want to secure these little trekking poles. All right guys, so it's basically the tent. What I promised I would do is deploy the awning and kind of show you how it works with this. Yeah, that's the tent. Also, you can kind of see how I get up and down whenever the awning isn't deployed. So that's actually really easy to get up and down. No problem at all. And then you just lift your gate and you can get to the things. Okay, so now let's do this awning. All right, so I know this is a GFC Superlite video, but you guys, a lot of you guys probably have awnings and you don't necessarily have the GFC, you know, truck bed, camper sort of deal. You know, a lot of you guys have awnings. This one in particular is by far, like, no one can convince me otherwise. It's the best awning you can buy, hands down. It's literally one motion. You walk all the way to the back. You're not like opening this side, then this side. It's a 270 degree. It's expensive as balls, I'm just gonna be honest, but it is incredible. And I've had like a front runner awning, like the ARB awnings, like those are all the same style. And trust me, like you're not going to use your gear if you don't like the setup process. Just, I've done it time and time again. This is the way to do it. Okay, so you got one, let me close this. You got one zip over there. You got some Velcro straps here. Let's kind of make it loose. Three Velcro straps. Then that'll roll down. I have some Christmas light sort of things in here. So you'll just grab this. Like, look how freaking rad this is. So grab this thing. So this little receiving piece actually hooks on the front runner rack. I'll show you in a minute. So we'll walk this along. Everything's peachy. Put this under. Almost done. I mean, seriously, like, how freaking easy was that? Look how sick that is. So that's it. And I got my Christmas lights wrapped up here, and I plug them into here. So yeah, now I'll show you guys this real quick. Look how far that sticks out. Such good coverage. It's reflective from the heat. Like I was mentioning in that expo with all the rain and stuff, this was out as well. There is a pole that's included, so you can swing that out if you want. This little guy kind of pushes rain and disperses it. So the way I have it here is I had to modify this little Alu Cab front runner bracket that it comes with. I had to cut it and jack with the rails on the GFC. And then this little guy, you kind of slide into there onto the front runner tent and it keeps it locked in. So that's what that looks like. And then this raises up. That's what it looks like, man. You got access to all your stuff. Like, look at all that coverage. Super rad. And like I mentioned earlier, I put my ladder right here. So I have everything covered. I'm out of the elements. I'm in a nice toasty tent. Got some good shelter. So this setup is absolutely dialed. A couple more things I can do to make us feel at home is turn that on, which turns these on. Turn these on that I made. Boom. It's got some good light. So we'll take this that I had kind of wrapped up in that little tray up there from the awning. It's obviously a lot neater than this, but since I'm videoing it, put that in and boom. We got some nice lighting for camp. This setup is freaking dialed. I know it's not dark. You can't really see the full effect of the lights, but all right. So now we're gonna take down the awning. Should probably unplug the lights. Now we're gonna push this back down, take the slack out, or to give it more slack. So this just folds. Again, it's like a one hand, one pivot, one everything, one motion. 23-0 and a lot of other companies, they make good stuff too, but theirs isn't like a true one stop everything. I don't know, like one motion everything. That's why I like this one so much. So you get the bottom, roll it up. There you go. Roll it up. In my other awning, I'm sure you guys probably have one similar, like the old school style, or know what I'm talking about. But those with one person is pretty much impossible. I've done it, but it sucks. This with one person, it's like actually made for one person. So that's pretty dope. That is all you do, ladies and gentlemen. And then kind of squish this back in. Also, it's pretty rad that my lights are in here too. Those little Christmas looking lights. So that's it to the awning. But I know you guys came here to watch the tent. So if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you bearing with me. But when I find good Overland products, I like to share them with y'all. So, okay, now it's tent time. All right, first thing I do is kind of level out my blanket. Just kind of put this in here. Kind of lay it flat also. Then I will loosen my trek poles. This guy will fall down. And I'll put him like along the mattress here. Same for this side. So now at this point, the biggest deal with tents in general, the most annoying thing is like the excess fabric. So I just do this, smack it right there, kind of bring it all in like this. You'll see a lot of those tents like the GFC and all kinds of other ones, they have a little bungee that kind of does this for you. But yeah, just do that. Kind of get it centered. And you can see how nice that already tucked up in there. So there you go. And next we'll go around and do these little latches. All right, so first I'm gonna kill the spider and kind of stuff this in here. But you can see I'm not like cramming, you know, like it's really easy. So we'll just start zipping. And then you can Velcro those two guys. Also, this zipper is really beefy and awesome. So haven't had to lube it or anything yet. So do the Velcro. And while I'm over here, might as well do these straps. So there's hard shells that are kind of square and they kind of open like the iCamper. That's a great tent. It's very great. I like it. But this fits my vehicle better. It's long, kind of slender, and I didn't want something, you know, those iCampers are, I don't know, 10 inches or so high. This thing is 6, so it just fits the truck. It looks kind of like it belongs more. So that's a huge plus for me. You'll grab these little tabs, and once you zip it, it's really cool. Boom, done. The zipper is still super accessible, so that is rad. There it goes. And then you'll kind of tuck this down up in here. Put the straps back. Another thing I've noticed is, if you guys have seen any of my videos, you've seen how dense our trails are and like how much insane brush there is. You get pinstripes freaking every single trail. You can't avoid it. It's just part of it. And this material is super beefy. Like if you look on top of my solar panel, there's freaking like marks everywhere. But the tent itself, the material is awesome. Oh. And that's it, boys. Really not bad at all. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, because I trust you'll do it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I appreciate you guys' support. Again, if you want to support me, check out my merch at longcreekoverland.com. If you like this tent, go check out GFC. I think their lead times are actually pretty good right now. Yeah, I just wanted to explain this. I had a lot of buddies that wanted me to make a video on this tent because there's not a lot around me right now of this tent. So I think that's about it. I'm sure I'll have a lot more things to say in the comments. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you. She's dialed.